Hello everyone, version 90 here with some more Power Rangers Megazord. So, issue 44 has finally came in, so we'll do it in this episode. And the base number 4 manual has arrived, but we'll do it in the next episode. So, let's get all this started, shall we? Now, from what I've been told, this bit is a little bit finicky. So we'll see, shall we? Righty. So first things first. Go on this. Pop the battery out. Go into here. There we go. Make sure that's all pushed in like that. So we'll continue with the next bit. So we'll be moving this underneath here next to him, so I can do that. We'll get a better look at this, shall we? Righty then. So what we need is this bad boy. And we need this to go into that one. Nope, this way. Like that. We need this one. We need this one. This goes into there. So, with that, this bit goes in to here, like that, and we get that bit, and one of these, like so. This goes into that section there. Nice clear stick in as well, which is awesome. So this, therefore, yep, goes in this way. So none of this is actually screwed down at all. It just all fits in like that. Then we get this one, and we want this to go here, or here. One of these two. If we do it this way, that should keep the motherboard in. Of course, it's trying to do that. Like so. Like so. Then apparently this is a fun bit. It's getting this in here. So that obviously goes into there. And then these just basically clip in. Let's see how it looks in here. So yeah, that bit's over there. The fun part is actually getting this bit to stay in. bear with me for a minute, because it's not doing what it needs to do. Okay, so that's now properly in. So, we want to go in. Fun part is the wires. There you go. Then just click on that button. Just bring his head out a bit. So yeah, the eyes are actually flashing. Yeah. That's that one done. So that won't be touched for a while. Until we go through to the next one. And then go on from there. Let me just add this to my folder so I don't lose it. And then next up is the next one. So, number 49, which is still the Mastodon, continuing from the last episode. This time we've got that shoulder piece to do, which is basically quite simple. It's just a repeat of what you did last time. So we'll move that one out of the way to get to this. Remove that, and we can get to those. So the first ones we want a U, and I believe U. So this one here, it is a batch in, just like so. That's it for that little bit. Forward a little bit. We want you, and we want this one. And then basically once these are connected, they just go into those gaps, and those screws go in, and voila! Let's get the screws. Like so. Get this one primed. And get it strung back up again. Like that. Now that should have been, there you go. Yes, it's being a bit tricky at the moment. Use that. Let's do this. Turn. Just a little time being. Just so we've got a pilot hole in. And then line up the second lot. Like so. Do that. Just make sure this one's in as well. Now I've got those two and I don't have to worry about it running around. Which helps. I do have another set that will be coming soon. I'm not going to say what it is. I'll leave that as a little surprise for when it does. We'll go from there. All but one. Do that. Two loose. Is that it? This bad boy. And this. Yeah, like that. Then of course we want this bit. It should click on. Yeah, so it should fit on this way. So get that in the correct position. And there you go. All it is if it doesn't pop on, just move that bit we just screwed in, this bit, around until it's lined up. And there you go. And that should make it more stiffer to turn. Should, technically. Should. Whether or not it does is another story. But it should do. I am waiting on the 7 power points to arrive. They were supposed to arrive today, but they haven't. So I've got to wait for them to arrive soon. There's one. There's two. Three. And four. Of course we need this bad boy. We need that bad boy. What we need to do, get this all lined up. In. Grab this one. And this one goes on. I have to drop this on. Like so. That's that bit. Turn that. So that's like that. And there's that bit. Now, I was about to move him, but I actually still need him because we've got one more little bit to do for him before we're finished with him. Let's just double check. Yep, that's everything on and done. And then we go on to the next, number 50. Number 50 are just parts, like little plates to put on him, which are just here. Which are these bad boys. So, these are actually made out of metal as well. So that's good. I'm going to move this back in case you can't hear me. But yeah, these bits here are made of metal. Oh, and then of course you've got this one, both identical. And this one goes on just like that. Of course I say just like that, you either like, you know, push it in, and there you go. And that bit just pops off on this side. Yeah, one of these is extremely loose and it just keeps popping off. So I'm probably going to have to get something like super glue and just stick it down or something. And that is the Mastodon done for now. Until the next time we go to do it. Okay, he needs to be moved down a bit. There you go. And there you go. I'll move the Mastodon over here. I'll move his head over onto there against the actual Falcon and get this bad boy out, because that will be the next bit. I will be standing this up against the T-Rex. Now on to number 51. We are almost halfway through the entire collection, which is awesome. It's been a year now, almost. So I believe we're on to number 56. I think it is. Yeah, number 56. So 4 more and we're on to an entire year's worth. I did pick the year option, which was better for me. I will be getting those out and that out. Get those all prepared out. Alrighty. First things first is this little boy. Try to keep the nose inside of it. So this bit will go onto here. Like so. It's just to there. And then we need that bit. And when I can get it out, that bit. I believe it is those screws. Let's just double check it. Yeah, it's a small screws, and they're the only small screws there is. Yep, all the same screws. So we'll take this out. Come on the side here. There's one running away. No runners. Right, so this is probably going to be the function part. We've got to get that in here, like so, and get the cover on it. And of course, not meaning to be any kind of pun, it is top heavy, or should I say head heavy. Although that was actually really simple and easy. I was expecting that to be harder to do because of the fact that, you know, this bit's on here, but it's not. So that's good. Is that it? That bit, and this bit, those two there. So it's this way, and we want it in there. Now the fun part is pressing it through it, and that's where my screwdriver comes in. Nope. Okay, right. Doing that. So, we want this bad boy. That. And we want these two little rubber bits. So they want to come out. Hence the word when. I just slot into that gap. Once it pops out. That goes into that gap. That goes into that gap. So, and this bit goes into there, like so. Grab this big long one. And this bit. So, it's actually the wrong way. We want it that way, like that. Also, if I did stick it the right way in the first place, doesn't it? And then with this bit, it goes on there, like that. And then this just goes through it. So, like that. So you've got this bit. Of course, I need to push that in a bit further. Like that. And this bit goes on this side here. That bit goes into that. So make sure we've got that angled right. Like so. And then the last bit of this is giving this bit in. So, grab that bit, move that out of the way, and then this just sandwiches together. Because we need to get it into the gap, and that's basically how that one is. Now that in is the actual chains in there, so don't worry. I haven't missed anything or anything like that. It's just to fall into here. Let's just get this started. That's it. Just do this tiny bit at the top here. There you go. Top one thing on the screen. So, the next part is this bit. This is all that. So let's do this. So the first bit is these two little circular dots. Now these goes in, I believe, in a certain way. If they don't click in this way, then they click in the other side. Okay, we'll try this other side. There you go. There you go. Like so. Let's see what we got down here. Look at that. Get you out. Got you, got you, got these parts. And of course we got those. Okay. So we want that. And we want this. This goes on that side. And this goes in that way. So the empty space is on the back. That goes in there. Do we push it all the way in? Doesn't actually state. Yep, we push that all the way in, like so. Then we grab one of these again, and we go to this. That goes in there, like so. Then we grab this bit, and this bit goes in here. Right. Getting there. It's slowly going in. So, and that is it. So, we will be seeing you guys next time. Because there's no more screws or anything to put in. So I don't get why there were screws in this one. But okay, we'll leave these aside. Just double checking everything. Yeah, 3 screws, not a single screw used. Alright, that's it for this one. Right, goodbye for now everyone.